Florida say a mass shooting that happened there today was racially motivated. It happened at a dollar store. Officials say there that the shooting happened inside a Dollar General this afternoon and left 3 people dead. Police say the gunman then killed himself. Investigators say the shooter targeted black people in the attack and left behind racist writings. Today's shooting was 5 years to the day since a gunman opened fire during a video game tournament in Jacksonville, killing 2 people before killing himself.
7 people were hurt this morning in Dorchester after an apparent shooting at a parade there. It happened at the neighborhood's Caribbean Festival. Police say everyone taken to the hospital has non-life-threatening injuries. Officers also confirmed that multiple people were arrested and multiple firearms were recovered. So far, no details have been released surrounding the suspects, but officials stress that the shooting didn't involve anyone associated with the parade.
We have one of the largest celebrations, one of the longest running celebrations, and to associate any individual event with acts that might have happened that were nearby or unaffiliated with it, I think can reinforce some harmful perceptions in our community. And so I just want to be very forceful that I have been at Carnival every single year that I've possibly been able. We have walked in all sorts of weather together. We've danced down the street, and it is joyful. It is necessary for the city.
Following breaking news in the Bronx this morning, police say 2 people are dead after 3 people were stabbed following some type of dispute.
All of this unfolding at an apartment building in the Norwood section of the Bronx. And CBS 2's Christina Fan joins us live from the scene this morning with the very latest. Christina.
Doug and Natalie, good morning. Police say an argument between the suspect and the victim started outside and ended all the way inside on the 8th floor at the unit where the suspect is believed to have been living, and that's where this all turned violent and deadly. This incident unfolded around 10:20 Friday evening on Rochambeau Avenue in the Bronx. Police say 2 women and a man were entering the apartment complex when the suspect acted inappropriately towards the women. An argument ensued and continued to one of the top floors where the suspect stabbed a 29-year-old woman in the chest and slashed a 33-year-old woman in the hand. A 45-year-old man tried to act in the woman's defense and ended up getting stabbed multiple times in the torso. Neighbors coming home Friday night were shocked to find their building surrounded in layers of crime scene tape.
Continuing to follow breaking news this evening after the body of Alicia Watts was found in Montgomery County today. Thanks for joining us here at 11 o'clock. A big day in news in the Charlotte area. I'm Molly Grantham. Montgomery County Sheriff's deputies say Alicia's body was found in Montgomery County behind a cemetery. This is 70 miles from where she was last seen in Charlotte. You might remember Watts was last seen July 16th in Northeast Charlotte at the home of her boyfriend, James Dunmore. Her vehicle was later found 2 days later at an Anson County DMV. Now, the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office says Dunmore has now been arrested and charged with murder. This is video we did get of him being led in handcuffs into the police department. This was this big moment, Dunmore being walked into the jail, in fact, in handcuffs. And tonight we're continuing our team coverage of the discovery of Alicia's body, from the latest from investigators to the family's reaction to digging deeper with domestic violence experts. But first, let's start with Carly Haynes, who is in Montgomery County tonight, where Alicia's body was discovered.
A bouquet of flowers marks the spot Alicia Watts was found today. Now, we still don't know what led deputies to search this area. Now, family and friends are holding out for justice. A month-and-a-half's long search for Alicia Watts coming to an end on Thursday. It wasn't the ending family and friends wanted.
Our friend did not deserve this at all, at all.
She was such a good person, and she did so much for this community.
It's scary out here.
After her own experience being held at gunpoint, news of Justin Blue's arrest has people like Tamikia Bynum Kendrick on edge, knowing just more than a month ago, the 18-year-old and 3 others unleashed several gunshots at the Tiger Mart gas station where she now stands.
They don't have a chance. Like, these kids walking around with guns bigger than them.
According to a collection of Memphis police affidavits, this wasn't Blue's first interaction with authorities. Just a month before, he was involved in a string of car break-ins along Poplar, including several in the Crunch Fitness parking lot. And just a few weeks after Tiger Mart, Blue was again involved in another shooting on North McNeil Street.
Gun violence.
Today, Bynum Kendrick is hoping Blue will be held accountable.
Handle it. Prosecute them right now. Save their lives, please. Save my life, too. So if it takes me to be prosecuted or whoever else, we need to pay for what we do.
There is legislation that
a career criminal who became a familiar face to Atlanta police died over the weekend in a violent crash. Channel 2's Michael Seiden has more from West Midtown, where police say the 25-year-old was committing multiple crimes before his death.
He's a convicted felon accused of being a member of DFW, or Down for Whatever, one of Atlanta's most notorious gangs. But tonight, the Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office has confirmed that 25-year-old Charles McDaniel has died after he crashed this BMW into an unoccupied car before slamming into a tree in the city's historic West End neighborhood. McDaniel's death came a couple of hours after investigators say he and another suspect broke into multiple vehicles parked inside this garage in West Midtown late Friday evening.
Maybe inside the hotel for an hour and a half, then was getting ready to go home, headed back to my car, and when I got to my car, noticed the back passenger window was busted out.
McDaniel and his two younger brothers, Charlie and Isaac, have been on APD's radar for years. In fact, Channel 2 was inside the courtroom in 2017 when Charlie and Isaac pleaded guilty to murdering 50-year-old Anthony Brooks. They were each sentenced to 45 years to serve 18 years in prison. Prior to their convictions, both teens had racked up more than 100 interactions with police. After confirming McDaniel's death, we looked into his criminal history and found numerous arrests, including in 2019 when he was arrested on 15 charges after a reported crime spree that included stealing a Georgia State student's Audi SUV.
I don't wish anything bad on people. You want them to learn their lesson. But yeah, I mean, that right there tells you that there is such a thing as karma.